Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens, led by the leading rusher amongst quarterbacks in 2018. In his second season now, Lamar Jackson. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 13. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ingram. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a third and about 2. Starting lineup here on defense for San Francisco. This is a crew that has only allowed 23 points over the last 4 games.
Nick Bosa.
What about him?
Nick Bosa.
He's good.
Don't forget DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, D. Ford, Solomon Thomas. They invested heavily in that defensive front. We're talking about first-round picks across the board. And Nick Bosa looking like a strong Rookie of the Year candidate, maybe even a strong Defensive Player of the Year candidate. 3 sacks in the game against Carolina.
Yeah, that was an impressive Week 8 performance. He also had an interception in that ball game, and now 7 sacks on the year for him. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll look to run with England. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He's good, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 49ers taking the field. Jimmy Garoppolo, there he is. Has his team off to a 7-0 start. Week 8 thumping of the Panthers, 51-13. Now, Garoppolo's numbers weren't big in that game, but they didn't have to be because they had the big lead. He threw for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, what he has going for him is a heck of a run game. Almost doesn't matter who's carrying the ball. I know Matt Breida hurt an ankle in this ball game, but Tevin Coleman, the acquisition from Atlanta in the offseason, he's a big get, and they run the football very effectively, and the defense makes a lot of things stand up. So he hasn't had to put up the big numbers. That's going to be the next test for him. If he gets into a game where it has to be a shootout, is Jimmy Garoppolo up to the task? Many think that he is.
They did pick up Emmanuel Sanders to try to help out the passing game, and he scored in his debut in that victory over Carolina. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, I got you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
11. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We introduce you to the Ravens starting defense, and we focus on Marcus Peters, picked up from the Rams via the trade route back on October the 15th. Made his presence felt immediately. A 67-yard pick-6 of Russell Wilson in Week 7 was his 5th career pick-6, most of anyone since he joined the league back in 2015. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Situation. Let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the defense's chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the rookie fourth-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Brown. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They run, it's Mark Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 57. Mike, 57.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will.
Let's go, fellas.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Nice shot, bro.
Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Defensively by now, You know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
San Francisco coming back out here offensively, and it gives us a chance to revisit that 7-0 start that they've had. Maybe their most impressive of the 7 wins was this past week, Week 8, 51-13, as we talked about earlier, over Carolina. I just don't know, you look at this division, and it's a very good division battle. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. What a week 8 Tevin Coleman had. 4 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 1 receiving. And how about this? He's the first 49er since somebody named Jerry Rice in 1993 to score 4 times in one game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, here's Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. By the way, the final Sunday in October every year is called National Tight End Day. And for George Kittle, he had a pretty good National Tight End Day in Week 8. 6 catches, 86 yards. Also got to meet his boyhood hero who was at the game, and that's Brett Favre. Throwing his Garoppolo on third down. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that, but let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, I might duck under the table when you answer this one. The Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Check out route.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. They'll throw on first down to Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. They'll give the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Let's get this up. Hey, here we go. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Let's go, D.
Where'd he go? 57. Mike, 57.
Come on, D. Set up.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters an end.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
65, 65.
48, 48.
Go!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd and short. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's gets a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the save.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now, after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I can't believe they even let you play.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Mike's 57's Mike.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
A 10th carry here for Mike Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Right there. All day, baby.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
That's our ball, baby. That's our
And
ball.
that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
first and 10. Inch there. He's had his... It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
50 seconds to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 50.
On second and 11 now. Jackson is complete to Snead. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come up in an offset eye. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Mike 51.
They toss to Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Check, 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 check.
White.
On second and 1, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 180!
36. Squeeze, double. Joker. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Snap comes at one. Garoppolo. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Coleman. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
Get him, boys.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 12.
Twenty-one.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Drop deep, drop deep. 48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about
Here we
that?
go, here we go.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mike 36. Mike 36. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kill.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Go ahead.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
218, chop.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
65.
Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 45. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback. Ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 26 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jackson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Yeah. 2 times. 4 down.
Now the first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
But he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.